So I finally made it to Hideaway Beach, Royal Caribbean's adults-only area at their private island of CocoCay. Hey everybody, it's Brandon, the Weekend Cruiser, where I go on a weekend cruise just about every weekend. And I've been wanting to come to Hideaway Beach and share with you my thoughts, give you a little bit of a preview of what it looks like, and I finally made it there. But I wanted to share with you my initial reactions, some of the pros, some of the cons, and my overall thoughts of, will I be booking Hideaway Beach again? And I hope that you're gonna like my logic that I use on, am I gonna be coming back to this place or not? So let's start out with some of the pros. The first one and the most obvious one to Hideaway Beach that I personally really liked, it is 18 plus. So it is an adults only section. No, you cannot get a 7-month in there. That is an infant, they are 17 and under. They will not be permitted into the adults only section. The next thing that I noticed, number 2 on this list, is going to be that it is beautiful. So when you walk in, they've done a really great job with all the colors, with spacing things out. It's kind of like when a ship was amplified. If you remember when amplification was a thing pre-COVID, you've got all the beautiful reds and greens and yellows. They did a really good job with the interior design, the exterior design, outdoor design of this place. I really like the look of it. The third thing, and this is one that's going to be a huge win for most of you, it is a heated pool. So the pool there is heated, and I want to say that the temperature is staying like 88 degrees. Like, it is solidly warm. It is not like lukewarm, it is warm, and it is very, very large. There's plenty of space for everybody inside of the pool here. The next thing is the ability to be able to be in the day club or not in the day club. So one of my concerns is they were moving the DJ here and they were going for those party vibes. Their marketing material wanted it to be a party scene. And so I was worried that that was going to be the only experience that Hideaway Beach offered, and that was not the case. So yes, you have a day club there. If you want to go and party hardy and have a Las Vegas day club experience, you can do that with a DJ there. Or you can just keep walking, go further down the beach. It is very large, and find a place where you're not even going to know that that's happening down there and still have a great time in a more relaxing environment. The fifth thing that I liked is there were a couple of shaded sitting areas. So they had an area by the day club, the main bar where you can sit. They had some comfortable chairs, or you could sit over in one of the restaurants by the pizza, sit, beautiful views of the water, of the ocean. People watch if you want to and stay out of the sun. I think of people with maybe mobility issues or people that just don't want sun exposure, maybe somebody that's going with a family and you need somewhere to put the grandma and the grandfather, the abuela, this is a great place where you can put them. You're also going to have the opportunity for an enhanced experience. So if just buying the ticket into Hideaway Beach was not enough for you, they've got 2 additional options on how you can upgrade your experience. The first is going to be the Hideaway Cabanas. These are going to be around the pool area, and they're going to offer you an even more exclusive kind of feel. You're going to have your own attendant. You're going to have your own section where you have fridge, trash, water, plenty of seats that you're going to be able to use. And if you want an even higher elevated experience, if you want to go to the top tier of Hideaway Beach, you're going to want to make sure you're checking out the Hideout VIP Club. This is where you're going to have your dedicated cabana. It's going to be shut off from the rest of the people, and you're going to have your own infinity pool. So your cabana is going to walk out directly into an infinity pool and then overlook the beach. They look absolutely beautiful. Both of these are, of course, going to come at a price point, but if that's the experience that you're looking for, this is certainly a pro. And I love knowing that you can have a bifurcated experience and you can do it differently if you want to. You're also going to find that as soon as you walk in, there is a bar. It is called On the Rocks. It is another of those covered sections where you can sit down and enjoy. I like the atmosphere. I was kind of surprised not many people were there, which is fine by me, but they've got billiards, they've got like a small shuffleboard kind of table, and they're also going to have live music in addition to 2 different TVs in case there's a sporting event that you want to watch. Just a really easy place to relax and enjoy, maybe before going back to the ship. And the last thing, and this one is probably a really important one for me at least, is that it is about $100 cheaper right now than going over to the CocoCay Beach Club. That is running for about $130 plus, and the Hideaway Beach, the adults only section, is going for only $30 per person. So if you want a nicer experience, you can head over to the Beach Club, but that's going to cost you about $100 more, and $30 is a lot more in my budget. Now let's talk about some of the cons. As you see, there's a lot of pros to me liking Hideaway Beach, but of course, there's always some things that I'm not going to like. The first one, and I mentioned this as a pro, but it can also be a negative, it is huge. When I say it is huge, it holds 1,800 people. That is half of the people on Freedom of the Seas can get a reservation to go over to Hideaway Beach. The only advantage that I can see in this is it's going to keep the prices down because there's such a capacity over there. Prices should stay relatively low unless you have two large ships here with a lot of adults on there and people without kids. So I don't necessarily want it to fill up. If there were 1,800 people over there, I think that that would cause a lot of problems and it just would not feel intimate. It wouldn't feel exclusive. When I'm paying extra money to go somewhere, I want to feel special when I'm there. And if this place is full, you're not going to get that. Now let's talk about the food over in Hideaway Beach. To me, don't book this place because of the food. It is not differentiated enough from the other complimentary or free options already on CocoCay. You are going to have the Snack Shack, and they try to market this as Hideaway Beach Snack Shack. It's the same kind of food. I ordered the grilled chicken sandwich. They got a crispy chicken on there, but I turned it into a grilled chicken, trying to be a little bit healthy. They've got the same brownies, same funnel cakes, same chocolate chip cookies. It's a lot of the same menu. Where it changes is they've opened up a new restaurant that also serves pizza and empanadas. The pizza is the same kind of pizza you're going to find in Sorrento's with different toppings, but that'll be the kind of flavor and taste that you're going to find. They did have a barbecue chicken pizza that I had that was good, and then they had a seafood pizza that I don't think that I was going to try. That just doesn't appeal to me. Let me know in the comments if seafood pizza is something that really gets you going and you want to pay extra for that experience. And then they had empanadas on top of that. They had a beef and a chicken empanada. I got the chicken one. It was pretty good. But empanadas, they're not enough to have me pay extra for. I didn't think that the food offering to pay $30 extra just not to have kids was a big enough difference for me. So these non-differentiated food options are in two different locations at Hideaway Beach. And this is another thing that annoyed me a little bit, is that your Snack Shack and your pizza didn't serve each other's product. You had two different vendors that were there, if you will, or two different places you get to pick up your food. They served different food. So the Snack Shack is going to serve everything we just talked about that you're already used to at CocoCay, and then you're going to have your pizza at the other one. And they're not close to each other. So I wanted to try the pizza. I had to try the pizza for you all so you knew what I thought about it. But then I wanted something else because that didn't fill me up, and I had to walk over to the Snack Shack. It's not close, especially if you're sitting all the way at the end. You're going to have a little bit of a walk to get there. It also is going to create lines because most people didn't want pizza and empanadas. They wanted the Snack Shack menu, which is more robust. And everybody, of course, in classic fashion, shows up at the same time. We were at probably about 50% capacity if I had to guess on this day with Odyssey and Freedom here. And there was still a line. If this place is actually full, you can guarantee that people are going to be a little annoyed with having to wait in this line to get their food. That same concept is going to flow through to the bars. Now there are 4 bars at Hideaway Beach. And again, 1,800 people there. Most of them might have the drink packages. An 18+ crowd. It's an adult crowd. And so you think that they're going to be drinking party hardy. That day club area is going to have the biggest bar. That's going to be the one with the swim up bar to it. But you're going to have a few other small ones throughout. But I still worry that it's not going to be able to handle the true capacity at 1,800 people. 4 bars, that just doesn't seem like it's going to work out very well to me. Another thing that I've mentioned, and I use this as a pro, is it is 18+. It is adults only. But you know, in talking to some of the staff there, they said one thing that you need to know is it's 18+. That means that you're going to have 18, 19, and 20-year-olds also in there with you. And honestly, I was a little surprised at how young the Hideaway Beach was. I didn't think that the younger crowd was going to pay for this and splurge on this experience. They did. It is a younger crowd than what I was expecting, and there are definitely 18 to 21-year-olds in there, and they don't quite act like adults yet either. They are still, forming as a human, if you will. They're still developing, and so just know if you go there, you're still going to have some people that are not, let's say, mature. I would probably personally love it if it was 25+. That would have been an ideal fit for me, but hey, I get that that's not really a thing. And these are going to be me nitpicking these last two. The first one is, the chairs are the exact same that you get in the complimentary section. If I'm paying extra money, I want a cushion. I love a beach chair with a cushion. Just to give me another one of the normal lounge chairs that you have all throughout the island, that's not a differentiated experience. I wanted something that seemed a little bit nicer. Yes, it's new. Yes, it's a vibrant color, but it is the same exact kind of chair that you're going to find throughout the island. The other thing that I kind of worry about on this one, and luckily we didn't have this situation, we almost did, but if it is raining and it is just a crappy day and you have bought these tickets in advance, you're probably not going to get a refund for it. Why? Because you can still go out there and enjoy it in the rain. I don't see the cruise line giving you a refund if the weather's really crappy and you don't get off the ship. When you have the complimentary option, you don't have that worry. If you're going to the water slides or the Thrill Water Park, if there's lightning or something like that, they will cancel it and give you a refund. I don't know that they're going to be doing that for the Hideaway Bay. Let me know down in the comments if you've seen this happen at the beach club, if they give you refunds or not. That might be a good indication if we're going to see that here as well. So, overall, what did I think and would I book Hideaway Beach again? My initial response to this is no. No, I won't really be booking it again most of the time. I did not see it as being that differentiated of an experience from the rest of Perfect Day CocoCay. CocoCay to me is already beautiful. It is a wonderful island. If I'm getting a differentiated experience and paying for that, I wanted to feel more differentiated. As nice as this area is, so is the rest of CocoCay. The rest of CocoCay is just as nice. And I can get along fine in Chill Island and having the Oasis Lagoon without the DJ. The food is definitely not going to be something that's going to change my mind because it is the same exact thing, less the Sorrento style pizza and the empanada, so that's not a concern for me. Where I would say that I probably will be booking again, and I think most of you will absolutely want to book it because I've heard this complaint so many times, is in the winter. Why? Because it is a heated pool. That is the biggest selling point for this. If you are somebody who gets chilly, who wants warm water, that heated pool is going to be your best friend. But having that heated pool, especially for these cruises like I'm on now at the end of February, it's chilly outside. It's probably was 70, 72 degrees, and that water in the Oasis Lagoon is going to be really, really cold, and the water in the ocean is going to be cold. So if you still want to get a water experience, this is a cheap way to do that. And so if I'm booking Hideaway Beach, it's probably going to be in the winter so I can take full advantage. All right, everybody, this is Brandon, the Weekend Cruiser. Hoping to see you on a weekend cruise soon.